welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one is for the penultimate episode of Loki, episode number 5. Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe, and continue to hit that notification bell if you ain't done it already.
Yeah, so a couple of comments from episode 4, starting with executive producer Lisith, who says, "Loved your reaction, guys. This was an amazing episode, and it nearly gave me a heart attack at the end, but that end credit scene saved me. Also, Mobius better not be dead. If he is, I would be very disappointed."
Yeah, I doubt that.
In the beginning, I thought TVA was there to help, but after this episode, I'm not so sure at what they did to Sylvie was horrific, and I would do the same as Sylvie if I was kidnapped from my home at a young age and sentenced to die.
28 years.
Also, who is exactly in charge of the TVA, and has it always been like this, or did the original constructors of this organization left someone in charge, or did they just die a long time ago? So many questions. Also, Loki-Sylvie's relationship appears to be narcissistic, but I think it relates to Loki's trust issues, and in a strange way, he knows that he would never betray himself or abandon himself. At least that's the impression I got from all their scenes in this episode. Can't wait for the next episode. It's going to be epic.
Okay.
I'm expecting it to be.
Yeah.
Then we have Steve Haynes coming through to say, "I really missed the mark trying to predict the outcome to this episode after the last one. I honestly thought that when Sylvie failed to enchant Loki, she actually succeeded, and the rest of the episode was her trying to manipulate him."
You plus the internet also.
That's clever.
Yeah.
I didn't think that at all, though.
Except for baby.
I'm the only person who
You
didn't
plus
think
the
that.
internet, kind of me, and except
I didn't even hear you say that.
I said kind of me in my head,
Okay.
and then baby did not think.
I was like, because we have whole discussions after this, and you didn't mention that once. So that's... okay. It seemed like the only logical conclusion, since Loki was using powers he doesn't have, which I assumed was a sign things weren't real. I mean, he made a falling building stand back up again. That's not a thing he's ever done before, so it's just one more thing they have to answer eventually, or they ignore it, and it just becomes one of those annoying little things that doesn't fit. But I'm super happy you were struck by the whole robot line of questioning from episode 1. I've seen a few reactions, and no one else I've seen has caught it. Hey! It's so funny to me because it's not an in-world joke. It's literally a joke from a TV writer to an entire audience. Since people take every word of these things so seriously when looking for clues, that one scene from the first episode told the entire audience, no matter how crazy things get, no matter what multiversal madness comes our way, the one thing we know for a fact is that the timekeepers are definitely not robots.
Yeah.
I love it. You were like so aligned with my exact thinking and my takeaways. That's what I was most geeked about, so I appreciate that comment so much. Michelle Leach comes through to say, "Yes, such an amazing episode. All have been truly great thus far, but this one was next level. Having the reveal of the timekeepers only to further reveal they were mindless robots makes you wonder who the man behind the curtain is."
Or woman.
Right. I feel so bad for Sylvie having to grow up always running and hiding in dying worlds after her whole world was taken from her. And that evil smile Ravonna, I don't know how to say her name, made when she said she didn't remember was vile and beyond disrespectful. Yeah, like low-key, I would hit her. Like, what is that face?
Yeah.
You're disrespectful. She was the reason she escaped in the first place due to incompetence, LOL. And I absolutely love the friendship and bond between Mobius and Loki. I cried so hard when Mobius was deleted. That was so heartbreaking, and you could see the pain on Loki's face. Yeah, that whole, like, friendship vibe between Mobius and Ravonna, and then to see it revealed and how, without even seeing his memories, Mobius just strictly believed Loki on friendship. And, like, that's what friendship's built on. It's, like, that faith. Oh, it's just so good. It was so good. Yeah. It's so good. There's so many layers. He has come so far in the series and deeply cares for him and Sylvie, though clearly in different ways. I was shook when Loki got deleted as well, but it gave me hope for Mobius because they have already confirmed a season 2, so I had a hunch Loki wasn't done for. And then that end with Loki variants and the music, yes. My favorite is already Loki Alligator, haha. Thanks again, and look forward to the next. Alright, and then I snatched a couple comments from YouTube real quick as well. David Romig says, "The temporal imager isn't a robot detector. It photographs your temporal image based on your soul. Apparently, if it tries to image your soul and you don't have one, bad things can happen to you. So they ask you if you have a soul or are a robot. That has the side effects to figure out who is a robot, but I think that is coincidental and they don't care based on the bureaucracy. Of course, we found lies in the TVA, so it's always possible." I feel like that's a great point and appreciate the clarification, but the fact that they utilize the word that like it determines and detects whether you're a robot was purposely used for the reveal that we saw at the end. Otherwise, they would have said a soul imager machine. You know, like they didn't. They specifically left it at the robot. So that was definitely 100% on purpose.
Yeah.
All right, Tom O'Grady says, where we go from here, a Loki uniting time's biggest losers to take down the TVA, and it's going to be slick. I'm here for it. How can they lose with Gator Loki? He has to be the one that beat the Avengers and messed New York up wherever they are. This Gator Loki is going to be great.
Gator Loki.
Then we have longtime supporter and patron, the man you see, who says, this is that episode. I was losing hope then they hit you with this one. Made me fall for Sylvie, Hunter, B-15, and that post-credit scene. Wow. Can't wait for next week. Yeah, they brought out the big guns for this episode.
Yeah, they're like, oh, hey, look.
Oh, you guys are sleeping on us? Hold on. Wait till the end.
Welcome back on up in there.
Alright. Ghost8386 wraps it up with great episode. The rain scene in this episode was a nod to Blade Runner 1982. It was also great to see Sif again. I think a variant of Loki, Miss Minute, or Kang the Conqueror is behind the TVA. The Lokis at the end were Classic Loki, Kid Loki, Alligator Loki, and Boastful Loki. Renslayer has no chill. Young Sylvie was played by Kaylee Fleming, who plays Judith Grimes on The Walking Dead. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Oh. That's a great point. Thank you, Ghost. Appreciate it. All right, guys. As always, great comments. Keep those coming, and let's get into episode 5, the penultimate episode.
Yeah.
Right now.
Very trying past few days. Months? I don't even know how long it's been since New York. All I know is I got pruned, and I woke up here, and now I'm surrounded by variants of myself, plus an alligator, which I'm heartbroken to report I didn't even find all that strange. And now we're running from God knows what, trying to get to God knows where. Well, what I need to be doing is trying to find a way back to the TVA.
Stop wailing, or you will say you're a liar.
Goliath. Give me a monster in the sky.
Oh my god. Kid Loki.
This is the place where the TVA dumps its rubbish. Everything they've thrown.
They're rubbish.
A liar. He ensures none of it ever returns.
It's a living tempest that consumes matter and energy. They send entire branched realities here that are devoured in an instant.
We're in a shark tank. Goliath is the shark. Well, there's no such thing as an alligator tank. Besides, it's a better metaphor. He's overly sensitive like the rest of us.
Hang on. You're telling me that thing's a Loki too?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
We need to accept that. Why are there so many of you?
Because Loki survived. That's just what we do.
Great, so how do we escape?
We don't. All of us were arrested by the TVA and pruned, just like you. And just like you're doing right now, we all stood around making bad plans that went nowhere.
Yes, but if you thought of using a 10-pack.
Oh, the one thing that could easily get us out of here. Yes! They're all over the place, right, guys?
Let's grab one right now.
I got one.
Fine. What about causing a Nexus event?
The TVA doesn't care what happens here.
But surely there's something to do.
There is. Survive. That's all there is. All there ever was.
We're done talking. Let's go. Just do what you want, I guess.
Well, obviously, hold up.
Okay, wait.
The alligator's the greatest thing ever.
Why do you wear the horns? You let a child command you.
You do well to respect the boy. This is his kingdom.
Right. What was your Nexus event, Your Majesty?
We killed Thor.
Oh! Do we get to see that?
Oh.
That was his Nexus event, babe.
You see my boy just smiled at him? Like, oh, you ain't see that one coming, did you?
I can't Thor. And when he was a baby kid, too, babe.
Yeah. Thanos.
Oh.
What are you doing with a helicopter? Okay, it makes sense to live underground. Throw his hammer. What's up, little Ant-Mans?
Is that? I didn't see what it was.
So, why did you want to return to the TVA so badly anyway?
You leave your glorious purpose there.
Glorious person.
Because they're all the same person.
Now, how do they know when another person show up though?
I don't think they know. I think they just.
They just happen to be out there?
Oh shit.
Hello. Which one oversee you?
That's all of them? Holy crap.
Wow.
This is a nightmare.
Oh, there's way more.
Okay, now, if she don't go to the same spot, which it look like she did. Okay, at least she landed somewhere, you know, inside.
Ooh, is she near the alliance thingy though?
I think he just patrolled the sky anyway, baby. All day.
How did it made it sound? It didn't sound like it was coming to eat you. Oh, see, it's eating. What was that?
Oh, she was reading it.
Right then, babe.
That was not a bargain. I gave you our location. In exchange for shelter and supplies, you give me your army and I take the throne.
Ah, yes. Not so good a bargain. How about this one? My army, my throne.
About that.
Oh my god.
Right. Big-witted, half-faced scrubs. We had a
He's
deal.
over here like, of course this is gonna happen.
Animals. Animals! We lie and we cheat. We cut the throats of every person who trusts us under what? Power. Glorious power. Glorious purpose. Don't change. We're broken. Every version of us forever.
And whenever one of us dares try to fix themselves, they're sent here to die.
That's why I need to get out of here. Nothing can change until the TVA is stopped.
And you trust her?
She's the only one I do trust. And right now, I believe she's our only chance of stopping the TVA.
That's good enough for me.
I like Kid
Okay.
Loki. Don't you?
Okay, we'll help
Yeah.
you.
He's probably gonna be part of
Approaching
Young
a
Avengers
life
or whatever that
of
new.
a death sentence. We'll get you to it, but that's as far as we go.
That's all I ask. So I guess if you just stay hidden, be cool.
Annihilating entire realities, orphaning little girls. Killing the timekeepers. But they turned out to be fake in case you forgot. So she'll be searching for whomever created them. This isn't about protecting the TVA at all, is it? You just want to find whoever's behind all of this, too.
You have no clue.
You'll never find them. Not before she does.
And why is that?
You only want it. She needs it.
Late to change.
I hope they know what they're doing.
Maybe this isn't so bad.
Or so good. I think that's why we get along.
He cares about you.
It's cold. Could conjure one for you if you like.
Tell you what, you could conjure me a new outfit. You have no idea how uncomfortable something like this is. Mobius and his theory.
Right, about my Nexus event.
Total rubbish, right?
Absolutely, of course. I mean,
I don't mean that it wasn't, a nice moment.
no, it was great. It was really nice. It was great.
It just sounds like another TVA lie.
100%. Totally. Yeah.
I don't know how to do this.
I don't even know what we're doing.
I don't even know what we're doing. It's so...
I don't have friends.
Aww.
I don't have anyone.
Well, there are more important things, right?
Right? Yeah, like bringing down the TVA.
I mean, saving the universe when you think about it.
Well, there's no need to be dramatic, but yeah.
But yeah, kinda.
If you think about it.
They're so cute. Yeah, do it. We're friends. Friends do this. They're adorable, and I can't. It's so
It's not
cute.
very snuggly.
Okay.
Is it a tablecloth?
No,
It's a
nice.
tablecloth.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I have to make myself sad.
Should I get a fuzzier one?
I mean, this is very thin. Is this a tablecloth?
Why is it inside plastic?
Yeah.
This is not keeping me warm.
Have you never been cold before? Like literally?
How do I know that in the final moments you won't betray me?
Listen, Sylvia. I betrayed everyone who ever loved me. I betrayed my father, my brother, my home. I know what I did.
Give him a hug! That's your friend!
I hope she gets gonna chant him.
Me too!
You're my favorite.
You're my favorite.
That's so sweet. I feel like crying.
I'm gonna walk through here for a second.
Mobius is so great. How we doing this?
When a branch appears, but I have got focus on it. That's when I'll enchant it.
It's unbelievably uncomfortable.
What if we don't have time to wait for a branch?
We'll have to go on a distraction.
Yeah, kids, bro.
He's gonna cause some destruction. Together.
You do. Because we're the same.
I don't get to do it together. I can't. This is so good. sacrifice.
Ooh!
They got him. They enchanted him.
Open your eyes.
And that's why he hate Lokis.
Whoever's behind all
Yep.
of this.
Because he already know if they were smart enough to stop deceiving each other and work together, they can take him down. Or at least find him.
So he's behind. Well, he's over there. Whoever's behind it's all. You see, the lighting looks like it's giving the time thingy thing.
Wow. Alright, that was episode 5 of Loki. And man, what an episode that was right there. Hey, we got Mobius back. We got the female Loki back. Sylvie. Man, it was just a lot going on in that episode, and I loved every minute of it. They working together. We had a coming out of, hey, if we are stronger than what we are. It's just a lot of things that was happening. I loved everything about it. MVP of the episode, obviously classic Loki coming through, saving the day, even talking about how he didn't let Thanos take him down with the choke. I mean, he came through. Gator Loki came through. Even Kid Loki came through with something on the table. Man, I love this episode with everybody out there doing what they had to do. The smoke monster in the sky, we enchanted him. Now the thing is that the gateway to the end of time? I'm guessing it is. Of all the talking that we had of, this is the thing that's guarding the gateway to get to the end of time, where the person might be hanging out at, which nobody can detect or find. And we'll see who that person or persons may be over there that's been rolling behind this whole thing. Now, when it comes down to Renslayer, the girl that's in charge over there, she's definitely a liar pants, that's for sure. But
I mean, she doesn't actually know. She's trying to save face. She doesn't know anything. She looks like an idiot.
Faking the phone?
She is completely bewildered and thought those 3 robots were the real thing, and now she looks like a jackass and she's trying to save face.
She looked dummy face. Yeah. Okay, so alright. Well, since she is dummy face on there, the only thing that she really, her last bit of like, I know what you don't know, is that I actually do have access to the beginning of time and a little bit more files, but that's it. Like, I don't even know what's in those files. So yeah, she's done after that. She's done. So now she's just gonna have to find out, like everybody else found out, who did this to her and how that's gonna go down. But Mobius is back in the TVA. It is a beautiful thing. I think the last episode is about to be bananas. We might get a big old reveal at the end, and I think it's just gonna be awesome. But I had a great time with this episode. Loved every minute of it, and need to watch it back for all those little things that we missed. And can't wait to see the next episode.
Yeah. So this is probably my favorite episode now. There was so much packed into this episode. Alethea or Alethea, whatever the monster is called, I'm sure there's lore around that because it was too substantial of a character. It reminded me of like the guard dogs of Hades, right? Like that's like the same vibe I got from it. So like I definitely, whoever's associated with that thing is obviously a character everybody probably knows. We don't read the comics, so we don't know who that is, and that's totally fine. But you recognize this is a moment where people probably know who this is. But I love the theme of this episode as far as Loki's being classic Loki-like, and the realization, so to speak, initially that Lokis don't change, and especially how different our Loki looks amidst the other Lokis, where they have resigned to the fact that nothing can change, and this Loki has seen in of himself how much he's changed just when dealing with the TVA. So this thing, even classic Loki, who ultimately saw that too, and Kid Loki's like, why are you so different? You're so different from us. Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
I feel like inspired classic Loki to come out and be like, what? We can be good. We can have a final moment of like awesomeness. We can like not betray each other. Because him seeing all of the other Lokis betray each other, he's like, this is so classic Loki. We suck. We do this every time.
That's why he was a nerd.
And I thought Loki's line about we don't ever have enough time to change because the TVA snatches us up before we can. Every time we're trying to change the direction we're going or change the person that we are, that's when the TVA snatches up because they anticipate us always being bad or dying or whatever the case is. And that I like Loki's line being like, yeah, that's why I gotta get back. I'm on that path. Like, they're not stopping me now. I'm already changing. I'm a better person. And I feel like that's ultimately what inspired classic Loki to do the ultimate sacrifice. And the fact that he used Asgard as his last ultimate distraction when he was just talking about how much the reason why he got pulled into the TVA was because he missed Thor so much. He missed his home so much. So that being what took him out is just emotionally just so great. I thought it was such a great scene. Obviously, having Mobius come back this episode was incredible. I loved it so much. I love that they clarified that this place that they go to, everything goes to.
Yeah,
it's
because
not
it wouldn't have made sense to have Mobius.
It would have been too convoluted if everybody goes to their own space. So I'm glad they made that super clear, which makes so much more sense as well. But seeing that that moment where Loki, Mobius, and Sylvie are saying goodbye, and Loki being like, "I'm not doing a handshake, dude. You're my friend. Like, I've been just telling people how I have friends now. So like, I'm giving you a hug." And then Mobius taking that extra minute to make Sylvie feel special too. I'm just like, I love him to death. He's like one of my favorite characters. So all of that worked really well. Obviously, Sylvie and Loki then aligning together and taking on the monster together was so sweet too. Holding hands and be like, we could double tap this. Definitely gave me Guardians of the Galaxy vibes where they all like hold hands to take the keys. And I was like, this gives me vibes. So much in this to love. I have no criticism whatsoever. The only thing I would say that I definitely wish we got to see were the flashbacks of Kid Loki taking out Thor, because that would have been a sight to see.
Awesome. Yeah.
That is insane. And that is why, and I love the fact that that's his, the reason that he's
that's
a variant.
his nexus.
That's his nexus event, and that's why everyone's like, he's the god here. Because he took out a brother.
Yeah,
I just think it's so funny. And I can totally see Kid Loki showing up again amongst all the youngsters that are coming up right now too. So I think
he's the only one left.
That'll definitely play, and Gator Loki.
Yeah, Gator Loki.
But absolutely adore this episode so much. Cannot wait for the finale. I think it's gonna bring it, but I'm loving this.
Very good. Yep. All right. Well, look. Thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Loki, season 1, episode number 5. And until next time, people. Peace.